Hello everybody, welcome back to another Sparky lesson. Now tonight we are going to be talking about the Good Samaritan. Now, everywhere Jesus went, crowds gathered to hear what he had to say. And we are going to be in the book of Luke, chapter 10, starting in verse 25. And behold, a certain lawyer stood up and tempted him, saying, Master, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? So in other words, someone who knew the law very well asked Jesus a question. What can he do to be saved? He said unto him, Jesus, what is written in the law? How readest thou? Now the lawyer answered, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy strength, and with all thy mind, and thy neighbor as thyself. And he, Jesus, said unto him, Thou hast answered right. Do this, and thou shalt live. Now, this was only the first part of the lawyer's plan. What he was trying to do was to trick Jesus into proving that Jesus didn't know everything. But he, willing to justify himself, said unto Jesus, And who is my neighbor? When Jesus was making a point, many times he spoke in parables. A parable is a story, is like a story, but it has a truth to it. Verse 30. And Jesus answering said, A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and fell among thieves, which stripped him of his raiment, and wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. So in other words, a man is traveling from one town to another, and some thieves jump him and take his items and leave him for dead on the road. And by chance there came down a certain priest that way, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. So a priest comes, and a well-respected person, and walks around the man lying on the road. Doesn't think twice about him. Likewise, a Levite, when he was at the place, came, looked on him, and passed by on the other side. Now, a Levite, you could consider like a deacon today, sees the man laying on the road, walks around the other side, doesn't think twice about him. Verse 33, But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion on him, and went to him, and bound up his wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and set him on his own beast, and brought him to an inn, and took care of him. And on the morrow, when he departed, he took out 2 pence, and gave them to the host. Now pence was a currency, so money. In other words, he took out money, gave it to the innkeeper, and said unto him, Take care of him, and whatsoever thou spendest more, when I come again, I will repay thee. So a priest comes, sees a man, doesn't think twice about him, walks around him. Levite or deacon comes, sees a man, doesn't think twice about him, walks around him. But a Samaritan comes, has compassion on a man he's never met before, and uses his resources and his items to bandage up somebody, and takes him to an inn, pays for this man's stay. Jesus then asks, Which now of these 3 thinkest thou was neighbor unto him that fell among the thieves? And he, the lawyer, said, He that shewed mercy on him. Then said Jesus unto him, Go and do thou likewise. This was kind of like a slap in the face. The Jews especially did not like the Samaritans. Jesus was making a point here. See, he understands that it's easy to love people we like, but it's really difficult to love people we don't. His point was that your neighbor isn't just somebody you like or who lives next door. Your neighbor is everybody, and we are to treat them with love, kindness, and compassion. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's lesson. I cannot wait to see you next week.